Hello Taurus, welcome to I'm You Tarot. This is going to be your self-reflection for whenever you watch this, at whatever time you find this. And this is going to be a video about where you should focus your thoughts. What is it that you should reflect on for your best and highest good at this time? Like give you a central point for your meditation, so to speak, okay? And we're going to be talking about that in your self-reflection. But right before we get into that, I'm going to be pulling some oracles for your extended, which you can watch for free on my website. Just use that first link down below. And it's going to take you right over to the article where your extended reading will be. And one of the first things that we're going to talk about in your extended is the people closest to you. We're going to take a look at the energies around you or those who wish to get closer to you. So let's see. Someone here is indecisive about what needs to be done next in a situation. So this could be you, Taurus, but because I'm reading this from your perspective, I'm going to assume that this is somebody outside of you, okay? Because this is, again, the people around you significant to you, okay? But yeah, there is somebody here who's indecisive about what needs to be done next. So maybe there could have been something that's happened to where maybe it kind of caught you both off guard. And now because you didn't expect for something to happen, you're like, okay, well, what should we do next? How should we respond to this? Okay, what's at the bottom? You fear, or somebody else fears, that someone is taking advantage of you. You're like, oh crap, so they're using me for that, or they're taking me for granted because they want to use this to get this out of me. Like, I don't know. Some of you are trying to figure out if somebody is trying to take advantage of you and you don't know how to gauge a person yet. And therefore you don't know like what's the next direction that you want to take this connection, because you don't know what someone's real intentions are. But something recently happened to where they gave you a sign that maybe somebody is taking advantage of you. Now you're like caught off guard by that because you didn't expect that from that person. Whatever that's talking about, we're going to get into that in the extended. And then the other thing that we're going to talk about is your relationship with money. What's going on in your current financial or career situation. And for this, we're going to be using the Hustle deck by Fire Witch Tarot. Let's see what's going on for Taurus and their finances. You are becoming debt-free at last, or at least this is the goal of yours at this current time. You don't want to have to owe anybody anything. You want to be able to just do whatever you want, whenever you want with your money. Okay, and I feel like that's going to start happening very soon. Oh yeah, absolutely. Cha-ching, money rain. So if you have been working to pay anybody back, pay off some loans, some bills, get caught up with your finances, expect that to happen. Expect some money to come in. Some of you are about to get a job to where you can finally make enough to take care of everything and not have to live paycheck to paycheck, but you can actually, create a budget that you could just live off on. So that's really good. So there's some positive news in your finances. So I would definitely stick around for that. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about is a question that has been on the back of your mind. And we will be answering your question at the end of this video here with the Ask the Universe deck. But because this is a general reading and I can only read, specifically for so many people, I'm going to get some clues to see either what it is that you could be asking about, or this is just going to give me some ideas about what is it that you can expect from whenever you watch this. So maybe in a coming week or so. All right. And for this, I'm going to be using the U-Time Oracle. So let's see. What is the question that's on Taurus's mind, or what is it that they can likely expect in the coming week or so? All right. You should trust in the timing. I'm not sure if you can see that because I know the light is kind of bright for these cards, but it says you should trust in the timing of something. And then at the bottom, you should clean and cleanse. If you feel like something is going to happen at a certain time and you feel like you should prep for it right now while you have the chance, do so. Whether that be somebody spontaneously coming over your house, or you having to get clean for a certain test, or you having to do something ahead of time, and then whatever due time that you were told is actually going to be pushed up earlier. So now you have to get, or like somebody's going to come in a week earlier from out of town than what they said they were. It's like, if you feel like you should prep early for something, do that. That's the sense that I'm getting from that. All right. So we're going to get into that again at the extended. I'm going to remind you what these cards are at the end of the video. But let's go ahead and talk about your self-reflection. Again, what is it that you should focus your thoughts on at this current time for your meditation purposes, or just anything to help you get closer to your goals, or whatever will bring you a sense of fulfillment? And this is for all Taurus placements, not just sun, moon, and rising. If you have Taurus in the 5th, or if you have Taurus as your Mars, wherever your placement is for Taurus energy, this is where that message will apply to you, okay? So it's for all. Anyway, what do we have for Taurus to reflect on this week? Okay, so we have innovation. Necessity is the mother of invention. Updating methods, transforming old ideas, and novel solutions. And this is Aquarius and Taurus energy. Taking things in a new direction is what you're being told. And that's what you're struggling to deal with, because I feel like whatever direction that you were currently going in, you feel like that was the direction. But I feel like, nope, you're being told to change it up a bit. The direction that you're being guided to take, that's being sprung onto you, it's a better path than the path that you're currently on. And then we have contentment. Enough is as good as a feast, a state of happiness and satisfaction, sense of fulfillment. Taurus and Cancer energy. What you don't know about the situation is that whatever changes that's being sprung onto you is going to be better than expected. So don't be too frightened, because you're showing up with both of those cards. And in this one too. And then we have endurance. What was hard to bear is sweet to recall. The ability to withstand hardship or adversity, to sustain lengthy effort. And this is Taurus and Gemini energy. So you could be Devin. Do you all know somebody named Devin? Okay, anyway. It was the way that it got spelled out in my mind. But anyway, some of you could be dealing with an air sign, specifically Aquarius and Gemini. I'm not really seeing Libra out here just yet, but who knows, they may come out. I'm going to go ahead and see what's going on here for Taurus. Yeah, there's a certain routine that you just got in order, something that you just gotten comfortable with, or maybe this is with a person, but innovation means to like do something in a new way, something more creative, but something, according to this card, is seen as a necessity. Like it's seen as a necessity to do something different. Like you can't keep going in this routine that you just got comfortable in. You got to change it up. I just heard mood swings. There could be someone around you who has a lot of mood swings, or maybe you just don't know, like, you don't understand the signals that they're giving you. Maybe someone is giving you mixed signals. Something here needs efforts, and then we have games. Someone here is not taking the situation seriously as they should be. A solution is needed in some way of thinking. Like, I feel like the way that someone is thinking or perceiving a situation is not really aiding to a solution coming about. Like, I feel like they're always thinking in ways of a roadblock happening. Games to me is like, okay, it just came to me as mental strategy. Somebody playing mind games, or does somebody need mental development? Maybe somebody needs to think bigger. Yeah, transformation, embrace the changes. Let's see, I want to get a tarot card for this. What is this innovation for Taurus? Why can I not? All these cards wanted to keep sliding. Is somebody trying to slide around the issue? I just heard easy way out. No, someone needs to put in genuine effort into an endeavor, or into a connection, or into some sort of work, because this could very well be about work. Somebody here is struggling with writing a paper, and they're trying to like slide around the issue, or just, you know, put in a lot of fluff. No, you need to comprehend the subject being discussed, and you need to give like valid points. And you know, you have to really put effort into this, like really get your mental gears going. Talk about mental gears. Yeah, we got the Ace of Swords coming out in the reverse here. So somebody is definitely suffering from mental fog, not really having any clear ideas coming to mind, or this is just somebody not thinking hard enough like they think they are. So when this comes up in reverse, this is definitely telling me that somebody here, their mind is just pretty much either all over the place or it's completely blank. And it could be because you're so used to thinking a specific idea or belief over and over again until it just fits. No, this particular thing is not a one size fits all. You have to branch out, think differently. Somebody here on a whole different situation just need to flat out stop lying and be honest about what it is they truly think on the situation. If they truly want to see changes that they are happy with, what is it that will look like for you? Just voice that, because the Ace of Swords also talks about using your voice. So when this is in reverse, this is somebody being mute or just not being completely honest about what they think or what they see going on. Somebody here could be lying for another person. Someone is definitely playing mental mind games with another, possibly because they don't want to address a problem, because they fail to come up with a solution, and maybe this is someone who doesn't want to admit that. All right, moving on to contentment. Enough is as good as it feasts. A state of happiness and satisfaction, sense of fulfillment. The minute that you voice what's truly on your mind is when solutions can be found. It's as good as it's going to get. Otherwise, you're just going to be completely unhappy with what you have. So yeah, be grateful and appreciative just came out. I heard be grateful that you have an option. Whatever that means. So if you have the option, you know, make a choice. Some of you have been taking time to rest, but I feel like if you're not completely content with what it is that you have settled for or rested for, took time out for, now it's time to make a choice, or now it's time to speak up. Whatever setbacks or discomforts that you have been feeling as of lately, be grateful for that, because it's showing you what it is that you'll truly be content with. Even the misdirection is guided direction. It's still showing you the way. What else do we have for contentment? Enjoy the beauty becoming from the light within. Wait, did I read that right? Enjoy the beauty becoming from the light within. Okay, yeah. To me, this is saying that you have been living in some sort of, again, dark state of mind or fog state of mind. For some of you with this Ace of Swords, you've been thinking very negatively in a situation or seeing a situation negatively. You've been seeing your near future not in a good light. But this is saying not all hope is lost with this card here. This is just showing you what the light is, what that looks like for you, what that feels like. Is giving you a better outlook or inspiring you to go after a better outlook. To think that some of you are being told to practice better self-narration, like about yourself, how you see yourself, your life, your job, your relationships. You're being told or inspired to see something from a better perspective, but it's on your part to see it that way, to become content with what you have, because there is something in your life that you can't appreciate, no matter how uncomfortable things may have been, because these were lessons that needed to be learned. So once you learn them, take those gifts and that wisdom and use it. It could have something to do with social media or just being social in general, This can involve other people. Maybe you had to learn a lesson when it comes to social relationships with other people, whether it be friends or, deeper connections other than just friendships. Let's see, what is this for contentment? At the bottom of the deck, I had saw let new opportunities in, but it was in reverse. Some of you were very closed off, so some of you were learning how to open up again. Letting people know what you think, sharing your opinions rather than keeping them to yourself. What is contentment for Taurus, please? We have the Champion of Swords. Like I said, some of you definitely could have been dealing with an air sign as of recently. We got Gemini and... Okay, so yeah, we got Gemini on the board. But it could be any air sign. So the thing about the Knight of Swords is very outspoken. Maybe a little bit too outspoken at times. They speak their mind when nobody asks them what their opinion is. But I feel like this is the energy that you are coming into or developing into, because the Knight of Swords know how to make their ideas heard. Like the thing about the demeanor of the Knight of Swords is a person where they get people to just listen to them and just automatically assume that they know what they're talking about or they know the answers. Even when they don't have the answers, they're still searching for the answers. Okay, and usually the Knight of Swords is that individual who delivers a message. It may not always be their message, though they may assume at times that it is, but this is usually delivering a message from another. So, some of you have been struggling with sharing your peace of mind or sharing the peace of mind of another. Like, okay, some of you are breaking out of the sheep mentality. That's what I'm seeing. That's the lesson that you had to learn. So some of you recently could have separated from certain groups, is what I'm seeing. And it was because it wasn't allowing you to think independently. You always had to think like the herd and speak like the herd, and you were not the herd. You were you. You were your own individual. You have your own identity. And the energies around you, the people around you were having this coercing effect on you to where they, in their own subtle ways, got you to behave like them. And you wanted to, behave like yourself, whoever that is for you. Maybe this is what that cleanse and clean was talking about here. Maybe you had to, clear your space from certain mindsets, so that you can figure out what your own thoughts and emotions were on certain situations. Because again, the Knight of Swords is still an unfiltered type of person. They're going to speak their mind about whatever, whenever, in front of whoever, and not give a damn who it offends. And if it does. So now moving on to endurance. What was hard to bear is sweet to recall. So this is like a very bittersweet type of moment that I'm seeing you involved in. But you know that it was for good reason. It's worth it. And in time, you will see that. Okay, which is, again, what you had. You should trust in the timing. Okay, but it says the ability to withstand hardship or adversity, to sustain lengthy effort. And especially with this being a Taurus and Gemini card, I especially see that somebody here started, limiting communication with other individuals. Let's see, what else do we have here for endurance? We had disorder, confusion, and turmoil. Okay. And then genuine love. And then turning rage into blessings keeps you harmonized. You wanted to see the good, or you're learning to see the good out of every dark situation. Again, you're learning to become the light from within. Because the light was not around you. The people around you, or the situations that you are involved in, was keeping you in a dark, clouded state of mind. to where you couldn't see the beautiful parts around you or the people who were genuinely trying to give you love. I feel like there was a mixed order of or mixed, yeah, like I said that earlier, mixed signals. There was a mix of you who had good apples and bad apples in your bunch. Okay, you had the good apples, the people who genuinely meant well for you, wanted to see you do great, will be that support whenever you needed, genuinely, cared about your ideas and your own perspective of things. And then you had those who were just, agreeing to disagree with you, throwing you off your direction, just force feeding you their beliefs about certain things, getting you to agree with them. I don't know. It was kind of hard for you to decipher who was who, what was what. Or maybe this is what you're going through right now. You're being told to face your fears, and that goes well with that endurance card. Again, in the end of all of this, you will know what is worth having and what is not. What is this for Taurus? We have the Two of Cups, or the Two of Vessels. I like this. So the Two of Cups is an energy, is an energy where things are reciprocal, to where whatever you give to a person, they're going to give that right back to you, and vice versa. And it's going to be something that usually benefits you both. And I really like that this is in reverse, because this is what you're learning. You're learning what you want to receive based off what you give. And I feel like the main thing that you've been giving towards is devotion. But you're being told to be innovative in that way. There is something better that you can be devoted to, or someone better that you can be devoted to. Or maybe you yourself can become a better devoted individual. I feel like that's the main energy coming out here. Some of you are being told to share your feelings with those that matter to you. Don't withhold your emotions for someone who cares about you. Because the more that you keep that bottled in, the more confusion that's going to cause, and that's going to cause you to push away a good thing. You don't want to push away a good thing, because I feel like good things are being offered to you. It's just that at the same time, bad things are being dismissed out of your life. So it's just like, or bad influences, I'll say. And it's just like, again, a lot of things, a lot of confusion is happening at this time, because you're just trying to figure out which is which, who is who. Who can I give my cup to, and be secure in the knowing that they're not going to run off with this cup, and that I messed around and gave my cup to the wrong individual. Cup could be trust, devotion. It could be another source of joy. Let's see. What else do we have for... We're going to use the shit that you need to hear about the situation. Where we're at, 23 minutes. Almost 24. Okay, yeah. Stop letting motherfuckers insult your intelligence. I did say that from before. There is someone else around you playing mind games with you. Those people just have issues that they need to solve. Don't let them use you to be their problem solver. Because I see that. Because the champion of swords or the knight of swords usually is looked at as the problem solver. But who's to say that this is your problem to solve? Because it may not be. Because this ace is in reverse. This is not your problem to figure out. This could have been from somebody who has already hurted you by running off to somebody else when they should have ran to you for help, but they didn't get the help that they needed. This is somebody going to the wrong individual for guidance. Love, support. Or what's that? That's another word. It just slipped my mind. Like this is somebody who you can't count on. You can't depend on. Yep. I feel like if you just broke up with somebody or somebody broke up with you, there's about to be a better replacement. And it may hurt somebody else's feelings. I'm not here to soothe your feelings. I'm here to, tell you the truth through the cards. Don't hate the messenger. So overall advice for your reflection, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about your extended again. And then again, you can watch that for free. And if anything resonated in this reading so far, I would really appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And just stick around for the next time that I upload. And if you want a personal reading from me, again, just check my website down below. My services are listed. Okay, so your overall advice, Taurus, cut away the loose threads. The things that just linger around but don't really serve a purpose to you. Especially if they don't aid to your peace. So you're being told to make peace with the past. Something needs to belong in your past, so that you can move forward into your future and then appreciate now, so that you can head to that future that you look forward to. Yeah, I see somebody dropping a message, dropping a sword, and dipping. And then this is what they go towards. It's something new, and it doesn't have to be from a person. It could be from a person to a better job, a job in a better location. It could be just something better suited for you. Okay. So anyway, in regards to your significant connections with other people, there is someone around you, or you yourself, Taurus, is indecisive about what needs to be done next, and it could be because somebody might be taking advantage of you. Okay. But in regards to your money, you are becoming debt-free at last, because cha-ching, money rain, you can expect more positive changes with your finances. And then in regards to a question that you may have in the back of your mind, or anything that you can expect from the time of you watching this, you should trust in the timing of whatever situation that you are inquiring about. And at this time, you should also clean and cleanse. Okay. So your overall answer to your question, whatever it may have been, and then again, this is a general answer. So if you want more specific answers to your questions, just go ahead and book with me. What is the overall answer for Taurus in general? This is a situation that is to be determined. So let's talk about it in the extended. So go ahead and click that link down below, and I'll see you then. Bye.